Yeah, so the title of the talk today is How to be aware of awareness all the time and be in absolute freedom. So normally I use awareness as the word consciousness. So I don't use, and then I use personal awareness, but all different teachers use it in different ways. And because I copied this title off a different teacher today, I just decided to use their terminology, so aware of awareness. Yeah. So when we're using the word awareness, we're meaning the big awareness. So in a lot of practices in non-duality, we are taught to either put the attention on the I am, so that's more Nisargadatta's line, or if we went to someone like Rupert Spira, it would be to put awareness on awareness. My friend always says, put attention in attention. I always like that, attention in attention. But in the end and in truth, you can never put attention on awareness. You can never put awareness on awareness, because you are awareness. Just like you can never see your face unless you look into a mirror. You are looking, you cannot see your eyes. There is a looking out of the eyes. You cannot see that which is looking, and you cannot put your attention on awareness. So it's not possible to do that. Awareness is free as well. So the idea that you have to put awareness on awareness to be free is a lie, because consciousness, who you truly are, the big consciousness awareness, is free. It is free. Totally free. It's never been caged, and it never needs you on the human level to put any effort to get back to it. So right now, is there consciousness? Is there perception happening? I have to go back to the word consciousness. It's just my natural way of saying it. But I mean awareness in terms of what the title is. So are you conscious? And the answer is yes. And consciousness is without any effort. You don't need any effort to be conscious. That is so insanely beautiful. It's missed often by people because we're looking for something in the story, we're looking for something in the person for an experience. But if we come back to the actual experience, what is here now that is free? And consciousness is always free. You didn't do anything when you woke up in the morning to turn consciousness on. You never have to put more effort into being more conscious. So we have these words in English where you can be self-conscious or more aware of yourself, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about this awakeness. In the morning when you woke up, you have the image that consciousness got turned on, but that's actually a lie. Consciousness was there in deep sleep. What got turned back on in the morning is the person woke up. So when you wake up in the morning, there is consciousness, and then you begin to remember yourself. There's a remembering of the personal self. Consciousness is free. It's everywhere you go. You cannot be without it. You cannot lose it. You cannot be denied it. You cannot have it taken away because you've been a bad boy or a good girl. You always have it. It's always here. Always here. Never left. So the person can practice putting attention in attention. So what we have is we have this personal awareness, and this personal awareness is like a gateway to the big consciousness. So you have this ability to put your attention on your nose, put your attention on your knee, put your attention on me speaking, put your attention on the sounds outside. And it feels like you are doing it. It feels like you've got the freedom to move attention. Ramesh Balsakar, one of my teachers, he used to say, like, God gives us the appearance of freedom. If not, we would feel like a marionette. We'd feel like someone was like moving us. It gives us the appearance. But actually, where you put your attention is actually God. There's not actually somebody there doing it. So you feel like you're choosing to put your attention on me speaking, but who is choosing? How are you doing that? There is the feeling of choice coming up with the movement of attention. So you can seemingly put the attention in the attention. You can, instead of letting the attention wander into thought or wander into the sounds outside or someone speaking in the apartment below you, you can move the attention back into itself. And this is what the teachers mean when they like put awareness, being aware of awareness. But people think that that's the big awareness, but that's not really the big awareness, that's the personalized awareness. But it's a portal to the big awareness. You cannot see the big awareness. So the person is putting the attention in the attention and focusing the mind, breaking the pattern of seeking. And from doing that, so if you imagine, like I have a bag now, a paper bag, and I put lots of holes in it, and then I put a light inside of the paper bag, and then out of the paper bag there is many lights, so there is many holes with many lights coming out, but it's one light. One light. So what if we go to one of the little holes, if you imagine like the timeline of you, the story is like this energy that's flickering over the hole, like going backwards and forwards in time. What you're being required to do, so the light seems like it's moving, but it's not actually moving as this person is flickering over it. It's changing colours. The light is perfectly still. So the person that's flickering like that is being asked to put its attention back in that personalized light that's coming through. But that personalized light is not the big consciousness, but it's the portal to the big consciousness. That's the personalized light. So you put the seeming attention, that movement, back into the light. And then through doing that, at some point, there is a movement back inside the bag to the big light, to the infinite light. Yeah, that may be a confusing analogy for some, but maybe for some that works. But the personalized light is the personalized light, but it's the portal to the big light, seemingly. In the end, we let go of all ideas, and then we just are. So the next part of the title is Be in Absolute Freedom. So how to be aware of awareness all the time and be in absolute freedom. So that practice of putting the attention in attention is a practice that somebody does. But the being in absolute freedom all the time is this movement that happens often after doing this practice, but not because of, is this resting back in yourself as light, which is a natural effort, and I think it's what Nisargadatta calls the witnessing. But that's kind of happening all the time, so if you feel like you're not doing that and you're not doing the witnessing, don't beat yourself up, because your awareness is there, your big consciousness is there all the time. You're always free. You're always in this. So in the end, this is an exclusive state for anybody that's practiced and practiced and practiced. It's free and available because it's your essence, it's what's looking through. It's what's always there. And this is your freedom. So in listening to this talk, what might begin to happen is I'm calling you into the stillness of what you are, into that empty looking, into that light shining through. It might also happen listening to bhajans or going for a walk in nature. But it's always there. You're not getting it because of me or because of nature. It's just the person is moving out of the way. That energy of seeking is settling, and then the truth, reality is coming through. So in your darkest days, in a moment of horror or despair, that light is there, it never left you, and that's all you ever look for. It's all you ever needed. It's this absolute conviction that the way home is the way in, not the way out in the world, in things, in getting, in creating certain emotions. And so this is really accessible for everybody. This is for everybody. You don't have to be a saint to get into heaven, and the sinners won't be rejected. It is for everybody. It is all, it is everything. What we've missed out in this conversation and haven't spoken about is the beingness, which Nisargadatta Maharaj says is beyond the consciousness, pure beingness. That's kind of like, if you imagine the analogy of the light and the hole and the bag, so when you go back into that light, that is the pure being. Pure being. That is the love side. Yeah. Consciousness is the wisdom side, the emptiness side, the stillness side. And so maybe that's the end of my introduction today. Just for those on YouTube, if if you want to join these private live streams, then you can do you click on my website and on the live stream page, and then you'll find out how to join the Telegram group and get the links to these private live streams. So goodbye to those on YouTube, and for anyone that's here in Zoom, you can now ask a question.